Welcome to Metroflex Gym Phoenix. We feel that there's something out there that needs to be addressed. There seems to be an epidemic that Ivan observed and brought to our attention last week, and we want to let everybody else out there know about it. So I'll let Ivan take it over from here.
Well, thanks, Josh. In the 1940s, with the experiments of the Nazis trying to create a superior species, some of the experiments went really, really wrong. And some of those subjects escaped from the facilities that those experiments were taking place. Throughout the years in the 50s and 60s, those subjects were, covered by, social taboos. But especially in the 2000s, there's an epidemic. We have a graphic here of the subject in question. It's just like the legend of it was at some point like the legend of the chupacabra, where there was a point that people felt like that was just a legend, and eventually now the legend of the men's thigh gap has been revealed. And these are subjects out there that were not encouraged by their mothers in their early lives to squat or do deadlift or do leg press. So we want to bring the awareness of the men's thigh gap syndrome. If you can drop a baseball between your legs when you're seated and your feet aren't together, you should see a doctor. You should really find help. I'm going to let Shawn, because he also brought a different perspective about men's thigh gapping and the different things that you can see. We're trying to be serious here,
Yes.
because this is a problem.
Oh, it's a problem.
It's a huge problem, and today's society is actually taking advantage of this in a really bad way. Hence the skinny jeans, and what we like to call here baby gap sweatpants. It's just getting out of control.
If you're a man, you should not be shopping there.
Right.
Now, tell me 3 ways to avoid men's thigh gapping syndrome.
Squatting heavy.
Are you paying attention?
Squatting heavy. Deadlifts. And
Any particular discipline that you think that will avoid men's thigh gapping syndrome?
being a man.
Like in the sport, like what discipline do you think can guarantee to someone not to have men's thigh gaps?
I don't know.
Bikini or men's bodybuilding?
Yeah, if you're a men's bodybuilder, you won't see men's thigh gap. Men's physique, you will see men's thigh gap.
Sometimes.
There are some that do have good legs, but hence the board shorts.
Any things that you should avoid? Places like fitness facilities, Planet Fitness?
Metroflex.
No, it's if you want to fix it.
Oh, if you want to fix it?
If you want to avoid it, what would?
If
you want to avoid it, come in here.
Yeah.
If you want to avoid it, if you want to avoid it, don't go to like
Planet Fitness,
okay.
LA Fitness,
Blast Fitness.
EOS.
Is that what it's called now?
Yeah.
How are we going to conclude this conversation to educate the people out there about this stuff? Josh, since you're the owner of Metroflex.
Well, we're trying to identify the thigh gaps that are out there now currently with men. So anytime you see one on Instagram, hashtag
Metroflex, say no to men's thigh gap.
just say no.
Just say no to men's thigh gap, and we will follow up with you. We will send you a free t-shirt with a Metroflex hashtag no men's thigh gap.
With a leg training program.
With a leg training program attached to it. And stay tuned. Anything else, Shawn?
I just want to add, if you do want to correct your men's thigh gap, and you are a product of men's thigh gap, just come into Metroflex and we'll show you what needs to be done.
We will help. We have a community of people here that will go through the process of consulting and giving you the right advice for your men's thigh gap.
One last thing. Don't show off your thigh gap if you have one. Wearing tight sweats and you got 20-inch legs, my arms are bigger than your legs, please do not exploit it. We will not allow it anymore in here. So if your legs ain't at least, 27 inches or so, don't be wearing anything like that. And definitely don't be wearing whatever this guy
And from here on out.
That Lil Wayne, who is that? I don't even know.
From here on out, This
You
is
look
the
like
uni-
Lil Wayne. We're gonna do
This is the
something.
universal expression of no man thigh gapping.
Down.
Thank you.
But keep hashtagging. We're gonna follow up.